All right. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
All right.
I just dropped some.
All right. It felt like it's been a year. That, it has been a while though. It's we're gonna have to do a little bit of catching up. But everybody, welcome to Father of Ice, Daughter of Fire. We do chapter by chapter review of the entire series of A Song of Ice and Fire. Currently in a book of Game of Thrones, past halfway now. Definitely making some. Look at that.
Oh
It's
my
that.
gosh! Like this is all I have to read right now.
Oh,
This.
okay. It looks like the opposite. I'm like,
My
okay,
bad,
maybe
guys.
we're not halfway. I was like, maybe because the camera is flipped, it doesn't. I've got to mention it. I got a new camera, and I feel like my entire face is just taking up the thing. I got to figure out how to zoom out on this thing, or like I'm gonna have to like do my chair way back here or something. So apologize for the visuals. All right, so let's briefly recap because it's been a while. Sammy's
Mhm.
been on traveling around. She's now back home. All right, so I don't know if we should do like an entire review, maybe just of the three chapters that you read were Sansa, Ned, and Danny. So
Mhm.
we can kind of maybe we'll just do like a brief review of each one leading
Yeah.
into
That.
it.
Yeah.
I think the overall the last episode, the main thing that you figured out, like way ahead of schedule,
Yeah.
is the fact that John Aaron was actually killed by Lysa, uh, you know, Cat's sister, John Aaron's
Mhm.
wife. And then you're like, guys, if she had help, it probably would have been Littlefinger. It's again kind of crazy that you picked that out, but okay. So now that so we're in a Sansa chapter, so she kind of overlaps with Ned. But when we get to the Ned chapter, obviously the John Aaron death
Mhm.
investigation will be a center point. But leading with Sansa, we left off like she obviously was in love with Joffrey, and then she kind of seen that he's not the best. There was the run in with Joffrey and Arya, gets Micah killed, gets Lady killed. But then Sansa is still, I think, in love with this idea, not so much Joffrey, but just in love with
Mhm.
the idea of being the queen. She still ignorantly thinks Joffrey can be this good king and everything is going to be a fairy tale.
Yeah, sunshine and rainbows. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Right. Okay. So I right now she's with her friend. I forgot her name.
Jane Poole.
Jane Poole. Okay, and they're just like yapping. I think Sansa's telling her about like what happened in the hall because like Sansa was there when I think I don't remember what chapter it was, but it was like the previous chapter where Ned was like the one talking at like the is it the throne room?
Yeah, they were in the throne room. He was essentially hearing the pleas of the people. He's acting as
Hmm.
hand of the king. Robert's out hunting, so he's kind of speaking with the king's voice.
Yeah.
Robert had to go hunting. Okay.
Right. Right. He had to.
Yeah, in that previous chapter, Ned had sent um, Beric Dondarrion to
Yeah.
go get the hound.
Yeah. And so she she's talking to her friend and she's like, "Yeah, I'm like kind of upset that my dad didn't pick Loris to go because like Loris is like this really nice
It's
cool
dreamy.
knight and he's so pretty and um I mean like it sounds like she likes Loris more than what's his face?
Joffrey.
Joffrey. Yeah, and I think she like even says like she says something about him being like more like knightly than
Yeah,
Joffrey, so
yeah.
um and she thinks that like Ned probably made this bad decision because like his leg is hurting, and I was like, okay, bro.
As if he should be making decisions based on how handsome somebody is,
Yeah, I
or
know. Yeah.
like what a bad
um,
decision, Dad.
right. And then she was saying that like why is Lord Beric chosen when he was old and he's like 22,
He's
almost
so he's
22.
so
Like why is that old?
that's embarrassingly old.
Yeah, right. Um, I think like a lot of this chapter was like a whole lot of yap. Not gonna lie. I hope there's nothing like important that I
Yeah,
missed,
I
but
don't think so.
Okay.
It was a lot of dialogue between her. Yeah, I think it's more just getting into Sansa's head, like where's she at mentally.
Yeah.
Um, outside of
Um,
them discussing, I mean, what was there really anything else?
Not really. They're like, so then she was telling her friend about like the dream that she had about Joffrey, and she said that he took the white heart, which I think it's that like animal. Like, is it like a special like animal or
I
something?
think it's
Because
an albino stag. Yeah,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
wasn't actually a dream. This is just what she wants, but she's
Oh,
embarrassed to
right.
say that she wants it. So she's like, "I had a dream." Be
Yeah,
like, it's so stupid.
right. Okay, so she says that, and then Um, she's, like, still, like, defending Joffrey, saying, like, he wouldn't kill people, he would only hurt animals, or, like, he only would hunt animals because she's telling, her friend about how he gets the white heart, but, like, you're not supposed to, like, kill it, I guess, but he like, in her dream, she said that, like, he, like, stabbed it or, like, shot an arrow through it and, like,
A
gave her the
golden
heart.
arrow.
Yeah, yeah. Um, let's see what else.
So there was a fairly substantial conversation with Ned. Like the next day, Ned comes up to her.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm almost
Okay,
there. I'm
all
almost
right.
there. Her and Arya have an argument. And like Arya throws like this, like I don't know,
Orange.
this like yeah, at her face, and then Sansa gets all mad, and then they get sent to their room. Oh, and then she dreams about Lady, which I thought was like really sad
Yeah.
because she's like, oh yeah, I dreamed about Lady, and we were like running around, but she's dead. And then that's when like she wakes up and then Ned calls for her and then Arya and then Ned's like, "You guys are going back to Winterfell." And Sansa's like super sad. She's like, "No, like just send Arya back. Like I'll be good."
Yeah.
I was like, "Dang, bro, that's crazy." And then Arya was basically like, "Can we bring what's that guy's name?" The one
Oh,
who-
Serial Pharrell.
yeah, and she was like, "Can we bring him?" And then Ned allows it. So, Arya has a trainer and Sansa has nothing going back with her, but she'll be fine. And then she talks about how much she like is in love with Joffrey. She's like, I'm so in love with him, like I have to stay here because I'm gonna be his wife and we're gonna have kids and blah 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 blah. And then she says something. She says, hold on, let me find it. It had something to do with the whole Joffrey not being the actual son. I think she said like Joffrey's nothing
She does say that,
like Robert or like something like that.
right?
But
But she says something right before that. She
damn.
goes, If me and Joffrey get married, I'm gonna give him 1,000,000 babies, and they're all gonna have golden hair."
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I see.
yeah.
And then after that, Ned like sends them away.
Yeah, so I think that should be one of the aha moments, at least for Ned, maybe the reader, of like golden hair, like that. That's the moment that Ned kind of solves the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you
That was
solved it
because I'm
18 chapters
locked,
ago.
bro. I'm locked. But yeah, that was the end for that one.
Cool. All right. Next chapter, Ned, and it almost flows right into Ned since
Oh
they're
yeah.
yeah.
So it talks about how I don't know what this means. It's Lord Tywin is wroth about Ned sending people after Gregor.
Matt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I assumed it was something like that, but I didn't know if I was like tweaking.
Yeah.
So then, oh yeah, and then the next one is he figures out the mystery, which was like really cool. Like he knows now. So
Yeah,
like now we're like both at the
right.
same
Yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
Um,
Finally.
I know, bro, it took forever, but in his defense, he did have a crushed leg, so it's throwing off his head game, right? But anyway, Robert is still out hunting, and like actually, I thought he was gonna be dead. Like when it was like Robert is still hunting, I was like, man, like he died out there. But then I mentioned that he's still looking for the deer thing, the stag, and then he like wants to go get this hog or something. I don't know. I don't even understand why he's out hunting right now. Like, what
Yeah, I
does that
think a
have?
boar. I think he wants to.
Oh, a boar, yeah. But what does this have to do with like anything? Like, why is he hunting?
Hunting's fun.
bro, but like he's the
Especially if,
king. He has king duties. Like he needs to do like something else.
bro, you never heard of delegation?
No, no, actually, no.
Delegated to.
He needs to come back and do his king duties. But anyway, um, so then I think Varys comes in, and Varys was the one that was telling him that like Lord Tywin was mad, and then a little later, Littlefinger comes in, and I think I don't really know what he was saying, to be honest. I don't remember what he said, but I just remember Ned didn't tell him what like he figured out about
Mm.
Joffrey, because he just like doesn't trust him. And then he like talks about like how he can't trust anybody, which I thought was sad because what's his face is man, what's that guy's name? Hold on, Jory, the guy that like just died.
Yeah.
He was like that was like his like main guy that he could trust, and like he's dead now, so it's like he has nobody, and that's so sad.
Yeah.
Then he talked about how he dreamt about Rhaegar's kids. Um, oh, and then he talks about how he thinks Bran knew some of the truth, and that's why like they went to go like kill him.
Right.
And then he goes to Godswood, and he has like his new. What was Jory? What was that guy's like? What was his
Yeah, I don't think he was the
House of?
steward. Is
I
he
thought it was
the?
like House of Guard, or maybe I'm crazy.
Oh, yeah. I forget him and Poole. Jane's dad. Maybe Jane's dad was the steward, and he was the
I think yeah,
like
because
in
Jane.
charge of all the guardsmen or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, so his new one, Ned gets him to like send this letter, and I was like, oh, I wonder who he's sending this letter to. It's Cersei. He sends it to Cersei to bring her here. I'm like, I don't even know. I was really confused why he brought her.
So that the callback where he has the dream about Rhaegar's kids isn't completely random. We've had these conversations before. Even when they find out that Daenerys is pregnant, Robert's like, "Oh, kill him, kill the kid," and then that was like the moment where Ned was like, "All right, I'm not going to be your hand. Like, I'm not going to be a part of it." And he thinks back to when they killed Rhaegar's kids, and then now, he's. Let me ask you this: what would Robert do to Joffrey, Tommen, and Marcella if he were to find out?
Oh, he's killing them,
Right.
which is crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Actually,
One day
crazy.
you think that's your kids, and then the next day you're like, "Ah, I'm going to murder you. You're not my
Yeah,
kid."
like what?
Yeah. So Ned and Robert just have like polar opposite thoughts on killing kids. Um,
which is
some people have different opinions.
right.
Yeah.
Also, I feel like wasn't the I thought it was like a mystery that we didn't like know what happened to the princess, like the girl, like the daughter, Rhaegar's daughter, like
No,
the one
we
that was
did
like
have
hiding.
conversations about that, and I think what I was bringing up is that a lot of emphasis always gets placed on the son. The mountain got the son, bashed him up against the wall. They present the son that's all bashed to Tywin, and then I think Tywin ultimately presents it to Robert. But we don't hear a lot of stories about the daughter, and I think that there is like unofficial, like a official story of her hiding underneath the bed and then ultimately being found and killed as well. So I don't
Yeah.
think
Okay.
it's like we don't know. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think
Because
yeah. Good.
sorry. I was just gonna say she was mentioned, and I was like, oh, like I forgot that like I didn't know that it was like confirmed that she
Officially
was like
known.
dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they even like Ned put an emphasis on the boy because he was like, oh yeah, the girl was still like in her pajamas, and then he was like the boy, the boy.
Mm.
But probably because it was like, well, I don't know what happened to the daughter, but I was gonna say like the boy's death was like really bad. But
Right.
again,
Yeah.
like we don't know anything about how the daughter died, so I don't know.
Right.
Maybe it was just like Swift. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then like still that's like that's a kid that we like
Uh,
just killed, guys. But okay. So after that, oh yeah, he called upon Cersei. And then okay, this is crazy. Like I don't even understand why he would tell her that he knew cuz I mean, like, maybe he just, like, assumes that nothing bad can, like, happen to him if he tells, like, the lady that's been what he presumes is, like, trying to put hits on people. Because like, I'm guessing he thinks that the Lannisters tried to kill Bran, right? Like, hired somebody to kill Bran, maybe? So then why would he, like, tell Cersei, like, "Yeah, I know that these aren't Robert's kids, and I'm going to ban you from, like, this place, like, you're exiled."
Yeah, I think what he presumes would happen is that she'll get the kids and run away. Like he has this really damning evidence. Like, why would she stick around? Like, they're all gonna die. Like, if you stay, when Robert comes back, I'm gonna tell him, like, like you can be
Right,
like,
right.
that's really dumb. But that was just his, like, he didn't think, okay, I don't know. He just
Yeah,
thinks she's gonna run away. Like, you will die if you stay here. So
that's
he
fair.
thinks she'll get the kids and run away.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but he just was like, "Yeah, like, I know your truth," and she was not even, like, surprised or, like, anything.
Right.
She was
She
just
kind of
like,
plays it off like a G. Yeah.
"Yeah, yeah," like, tough, but and then she starts talking about, like, how honestly, like, in love she is with Jamie, which I was like, "Yuck, bro." She's like, I don't know, it was
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But I was like, "Okay, bro." And then Ned was like, "How did you, like, avoid getting pregnant with, like, Robert's kids for, like, this long?" Which is actually crazy to think about.
Right.
And then she was like, "Oh, yeah, I did get pregnant once, but then I had, like, this lady, cleanse me."
Right.
Cleanse is
Yeah.
crazy.
Right.
But, and then that's when he tells her, that he plans to, like, tell Robert once he comes back, and she's gonna have to get all her kids and her family and get out. But yeah, and that's how it ended.
And I mean, honestly, it's a major thing. The tension has been building. Obviously, Jamie and Ned had a run in. Jamie's been MIA. We hear all of this talk about how Tywin is preparing for war. He's going to be super pissed if they're going after the Mountain, who's also another one of Tywin's. They have Tyrion. They're putting him on trial. Like everything,
Bro, wait, this is crazy.
right? Everything is just building up, and it's like one little spark, and everything's gonna go
That's
down in
crazy.
flames. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, damn, they're cooked. Anyway, that was it for that
Yeah.
chapter.
Yeah. It's a big one. Finally. Yeah. It's like, I wouldn't say that we're like at the peak climax of the story, but everything is now aligned.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, Danny, it's kind of funny. Like, I was waiting for this chapter. Like, I knew that this chapter was coming up. And at the end of the last Danny chapter, I was like, do you have any predictions on what's going to be next? And in my mind, like, there's no way you can predict. I think she's going to be forced to eat a heart.
Bro,
And, it's like, so when you're trying to make predictions, I'm like, I'm not even going to press you on this because there's just no way to know, like,
yeah.
what's coming.
Yeah, like, I was so confused. I was like, "Oh, like, pregnancy ceremony or something," and then it was like,
It's a
then
baby
they
shower,
handed
right?
yeah, and then it was like they handed me the heart and I bit into it. I was like, "What? What?"
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the beginning, actually. They're I think it's, like, all of them, I don't really know, and they're having this, like, little ceremony. They killed, like, this stallion, and so she has to, like, eat this heart, like, the entire thing without, like,
Whole.
gagging or
Right.
anything,
Yeah. Yeah.
and, like
Give it back.
yeah, I know, like, yuck, bro, yuck, and they're, like, watching her too, so it's not like she can just, like, I don't know, chew and spit it out, like, they're just they're, like, staring at her.
Right.
But then she doesn't. She apparently, like, prepared for it, and they, like her servants had her, like, eating blood or drinking blood or whatever. They had her doing something with blood,
Right.
consuming it,
Yeah.
and she also, like, starved herself for, like, a day just so
Yeah.
that she can eat this heart. I was like, "That's crazy work." Like, imagine you marry into a family where you have to eat a heart. Like,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like when I got married, we had like these Christmas traditions that I didn't really care for. Like, what
Right.
did you have to do? I got pregnant, I had to eat a heart.
You're right. Yeah, that's crazy,
And a
right?
horse heart, that's huge too.
I know. Ugh, yuck.
Good thing it's not Secretariat. You won't get that joke. That was a
No,
courtesy laugh. You have no idea
no,
what that means.
no. Trying to be nice, but
I gotta tell you. So Secretariat, the greatest horse, like racing horse of all time. And
okay.
then when it finally died, they did the autopsy, and the heart was like 3 times the size of a normal horse heart.
Oh my
So it could like pump
gosh,
all the blood and handle all the oxygen. Anyways, all right, go ahead.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that, Dad. The joke's hilarious now. Okay. Now I lost my place, bro. Hold on.
She ate a heart, and
Yes. Yes, she ate the heart whole. And then this like fancy woman, I think her name was like Dosh Colleen.
so that's a title. The
Okay.
Dosh Colleen. I think that's like the most senior woman in the tribe. I think.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because she only had one eye, I think. So she like closed her eye and she was like peering into the baby's future. And then everyone said that he was gonna be like a great, like, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on.
The stallion that mounts the world. Did they use that
Yes.
phrase?
Yes. I didn't write that down, but that's what was said.
Yeah.
And then like everyone's just like shouting it, and then a bunch of names were said, but I didn't write them down because I didn't know how important they would be. It's just like names of people that are there though.
Real quick, just about the prophecy. We won't go too much into it, but know that they're like each culture kind of has their own prophecy. And have we talked about Azor Ahai? Probably not. I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
There's a prophecy within the what the hell are they called? Relore, like the people that worship flames and the light and all that kind of stuff, that there will be a savior of the world that's born, and then he's going to be the one that saves the world. Anyway, so Dothraki have one, and he'll be the stallion that mounts the world. So they're prophesying that her child is going to be this ultimate savior of the world.
Okay, cool. Dang. Well, I guess what's her face saw into the future. I was like, how do you know this? But okay. Okay, so then I think they march into some tent. Her husband goes and sits somewhere, like at the like throne or whatever, and then she goes sits on like some pillows or something, and she's like looking for her brother. She can't find him. She asked what's her Jorah Mormont,
Yeah.
to come and like she was like,
The
hey, come
traitor.
here, like I know. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's crazy. Dang, that's so sad. She has like no friends.
Just
Oh
like
yes.
Ned.
Huh?
Just like Ned.
I know. Oh my god, it's so sad.
Who would have thought that Jon Snow at the wall, like he actually has friends, like
Bro has a bunch of friends too.
right? He's doing better than all of our other characters.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, so she gets Mormont. She's like, yo, like where's my brother at? He's supposed to be here, it's my my ceremony. He's not here. And then he's like, oh yeah, he wants to go get some wine because he's like, oh, he's a kid and he doesn't want to drink this like, I don't know, rotten milk. Actually, it's like really like aged milk or something. It's really gross actually. So kind of real, but oh yeah, he's saying like I don't really know, but he's out to go get some wine. And then I think like he also mentioned that he wanted like the dragon eggs, and she was like, oh, he could have just like asked to get the dragon eggs. And Jorah's like, those are like really, valuable, like people will like they would do anything to have these. And she's like, they're just stones. They're not just stones, guys.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, they're not just stones. They're not just stones. They're dragons in there, and I know it's. But anyway, and then Viserys comes in, and he's like drunk out of his mind. He's wearing his like rags. All of his stuff is like kind of messed up because of like traveling and everything. And he's stumbling in, and he's like, "Where's my sister?"
Did they make a point about how important it is that this area doesn't have weapons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And he comes in with his sword.
Mm-hmm. And like the people like around him are like eyeing the sword, like, why you got that in here? And then so Danny was like, hey, like, can you go get him and just like bring him over here so we can like sit down and like talk? I don't remember Okay. So then Jorah like goes over there and he's like, hey, like he's probably like, hey, like your sister wants you over there. And he's like, oh, don't touch me. And then they like, and then Jorah pushes him down, and then he like unsheaths his sword, and then everyone freaks out because like he like whipped out his sword, and then Danny's like, oh my gosh, like you can't do this here, this is bad, and so then he notices her, and he's like, you like something something, you tell your husband that like I want what I was owed, which is like the crown and like my people, blah blah blah, and so someone translates it for him. And then what's his face? The king or Drago. He comes down and he's like, is that not his name?
I know Drago. That's the guy from Rocky, right? Drago.
Huh?
Rocky 4, which is way before your time. Is it maybe just Drogo?
Drogo. Damn.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Cal Drogo.
It's like spelled the same way, but like one has an extra G. Anyway, he comes down from the throne and he was like, yeah, you know what? I'll get you your crown. And then he has his guys like break his wrist or something, and then they're holding him back and like holding him. And hold on. They're holding him. Oh, and then he has like this belt or something that's like made of like gold or something, and he melts it in a pot. And then they literally dump the soup or whatever that was in that pot on the floor, and then he melts the gold in the pot, and then they drop the melted gold on his head, and then I think this is where he dies.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's dead now.
I mean, I'm not a doctor, but
well, like Loki, I don't know why I thought he was gonna survive that. Like I really did. I was like, no, there's no way he's dead, but he's dead now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
Viserys
crazy.
is dead.
Yeah. Anyway,
he got his crown.
Yeah.
He got his crown.
Yeah, he did. That was crazy though.
Yeah.
And then
Drogo did it without shedding blood. Because you're not allowed to shed blood in there. So he did it without shedding blood, so he didn't, offend the gods or whatever their reasoning is for all that.
Yeah. And Danny says something like, "Oh, like he's not a real dragon because like real dragons like wouldn't get burned or something."
I know, like that line is so like dramatic,
Yeah.
like you just watch your brother die a horrible death, and you're like, he's not like you just have like this one liner that you're just ready to deliver. Like, damn.
Oh yeah, and even like Mormon was like trying to get her to turn around. He was like, turn around, like this is gonna be like really gruesome, and she was like, nah.
Yeah.
And watch her brother get like his face melted off.
No, it was crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, that was a crazy death. Oh my gosh, I feel like that's like, is that our like first like major character death? I think it is.
I think I think so.
Dang.
Aside from Jon Arryn.
I didn't even know that, man.
And that was off page.
Exactly. I got a letter that he died.
I am fairly forgiving whenever I like read books or watch shows on. I don't even know how to describe it other than to tell you exactly what I'm talking about here. Is so that they're dragging Viserys, right? And Drogo takes off.
See, now it's like
takes
all
off
messed
his
up.
belt and they dump out the soup, right? I don't know if it was soup or whatever, but anyways, like how it would be time consuming to melt down the metal. So like
yeah, you're right.
they just kind of chilling, and Viserys is like just struggling with his hands in the air, and they're like, wait, and they're stirring the thing and they're pushing.
Wait, the stirring would kill me, bro. There's no way.
Like that would have took a fair bit of time. I don't know. Like again, I'm usually pretty forgiving when it comes to like those types of issues in books, but that one always stands out to me.
Maybe it's really hot fire.
Maybe that thing is just like a furnace and just instantly turned to molten metal.
That is so funny. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
I mean, like maybe that's why they broke his wrist, so that like he couldn't really do anything. Because
I don't remember them breaking his wrist. Did they say that they broke his wrist, or just that they were like holding him so tight or something?
They broke something. Like something was like messed up in his hands.
Damn.
So yeah, I'm not gonna look for it. But sorry, I was going to, but no. But yeah, that was it.
All right. Well, big things happening. Let's look ahead to the next three. Right back to Eddard.
My
So,
goat.
yeah, so that's yeah. Well, I was gonna say what might come next, but I might as well just toss it right to you. Obviously, he just told Cersei. You've already expressed that you have some kind of doubts that she's not going to react in the way that he thinks she would react. So, what do you think's next for Ned?
Hmm. I mean, like all he can do now is like just wait for Robert to come back, because like, I mean, like he has to wait for Robert to tell him. I really hope Robert comes back. What is he? Well, I know what he's doing. He's hunting, but like, man, like you have other stuff to do, and the fact that he just left it all to Ned,
Yeah.
so messed up. But yeah, so I'm guessing he's gonna wait for Robert to come back and then be like, hey, your wife, she messed up, and then he's gonna be like, you gotta exile her. Yeah.
What will be Robert's reaction?
I think like kind of what we were talking about earlier, where he was like, "Yeah, I gotta kill those kids." I'm assuming he's just gonna be like really, really mad.
Got to kill those kids.
I just gotta kill those kids. Yeah, I think he'll just be like really mad and be like, "Oh, I can't believe her," because he already hates her. So like,
Right.
then he's just
Yeah.
gonna like hate her
It's like I
more.
knew it.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to mention?
Yeah. I
Um,
was thinking about it too.
yeah. She like started hating him because like on their like wedding night or
First night.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, first night. She they were in bed and he called her Liana.
Leon, whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah. Leona,
crazy.
yeah. Right.
First night.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
night. Yeah, I would hate him too. I mean, yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. All right. So after that is going to be a John chapter.
John.
We last left off. They were putting Sam through that tough training. Sam tried to convince people like, "Hey, you can't make him a ranger. Just get him out of training. Just put him, in a different category."
Yeah. Well, I feel like every John chapter, I'm like, oh, I hope Ben comes back, and he hasn't come back. So, um, I hope Ben comes back.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. um, I mean, like, I still want to hold that hope. So I hope Ben comes back.
Okay.
If he doesn't come back, then I'm assuming we'll talk more about like what's happening with Sam. I mean, it wasn't like confirmed if Sam is going to be able to be a book. I don't know, like what the other job was. It was something about like reading books for that one guy.
Yeah.
And just like helping out.
Right. I forget the title of that one.
Yeah, me too. I don't know. But yeah, I'm assuming that's pretty much it. Honestly, like not like much like John is like almost like Danny. He's like really separate from the whole like group, I guess, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of interesting at King's Landing is that you have so many people kind of overlapped. That will become less and less normal. Like you'll almost get like one POV from each, region. But right now it's very centralized in King's Landing. Let me ask you a question about John. They're worried about what Sam will be selected as. Do we know what John? Did he get his selection?
I mean, like he's like officially like a brother, right?
Well, a brother of the Night's Watch. Well, what's his job going to be? Is he going to be the armor? Is he going to be the chef? Is he going to be the first?
There was. Dang, I thought
ranger?
Yeah.
Right.
I'm assuming he'd be a ranger.
Right, and I'm sure that's what he's going after because that's what the conversation with Sam is that. Alistair Thorne is kind of like pushing him to be a ranger, which is ridiculous. Sam will never be a ranger, but what are the other guys going to be?
Yeah, I think John can be a ranger, but I don't know like how that process works. And like if people are like, man, what's that guy's name? The trainer? What's his name?
Alistair Thorne.
If people are like Thorne and they like hate John just because I don't know, they hate him, then like, it's gonna be hard for him to become a ranger. They're just gonna be like, no, you suck. We don't like you. And then like they'll put him in the back or something. I don't know.
Right. He's got to clean the bathrooms.
Yeah. Ugh, yuck. But yeah. So hopefully he becomes a ranger though.
Cool.
Man, I totally forgot about that.
Damn. And then after that, we got Eddard again. You have 2 Eddard chapters.
He's had so many chapters. Like it's like Eddard like every 3 for sure.
You know what? Yeah, it's been at least 1 Eddard chapter for every 3. This is the first time that you've had 2 Eddard chapters in the same grouping of 3.
That's insane.
Right. Damn. So like you're gonna read a chapter. We're not even gonna be able to like discuss it. You're gonna go in, then you're gonna read another chapter. So
yeah,
that'll be interesting for our conversations here. 2 chapters.
Yeah, because I'm like I'm gonna have like questions, and I'm gonna be like, wait, my questions are answered.
Right. Yeah.
Well, dang. All right. Cool.
All right. I think that's it.
Cool.
Any timeline? Getting back to school. Do you think you'll be super busy or kind of jump right back into it?
Low-key jump right back into it for this week. I don't have like school this week, so I don't start until next week. So
all right. So now the pressure's on because if you don't have another episode, that's like clearly you're just screwing around.
Yeah, actually I have school. Sorry, guys.
finals week, right?
Oh yeah, right. Finals. Right, yeah.
Did you pass all your classes for the first thing?
Yes, bro.
Okay.
All A's because I'm just a goat.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, that's it. We'll see you guys next time.